Ah, confabulation. Now there's a word. Sounds fancy, doesn't it? Makes you think of science labs, men in white coats scribbling notes about the human brain. But really, it's just a dressed-up way of saying we're all a bunch of liars. Oh, we don't call it lying, though. No. Lying implies intent. Confabulation, now that's the subconscious doing the dirty work. It's when your brain spins its little yarns and weaves together half-truths and outright fabrications and, get this, you don't even know you're doing it. Isn't that hilarious? See, people, they like to think they've got a handle on reality. They believe their memories are sacred, their perceptions clear. But here's the thing. Everyone's living in their own little story, pieced together from fragments of truth and a lot of creative fiction. Oh, sure, they think they remember things just right, but the mind is a slippery thing. It fills in the gaps, rewrites history, and, here's the kicker, believes its own lies. It's like the world's most elaborate con, and every single person's both the con artist and the mark. Take a little stroll through someone's memory and you'll see what I mean. They'll tell you about their first love, right? Oh, it's all roses and sunshine, perfect kisses under the stars. What they don't remember, the arguments, the cheating, the cold, awkward silences. Their brains smoothed it all out like a butcher trimming the fat. They don't even realize it's happened. Oh no, they'll swear up and down it was a fairy tale. But you see, that's confabulation. The story, the lie becomes their reality. Now here's where it gets fun. You take that brain, your average delusional human brain, and you mix in a little fear, a little guilt, a little shame. Oh boy, now you've got something special. The brain starts scrambling to make sense of it all, twisting reality into a comfortable little narrative because people can't stand to admit when they've done something wrong. Nah, they're the heroes of their stories, always the victims, always justified in their actions. I once knew this guy. Miserable fella, real down on his luck. Lost his job, his wife left him, even his dog ran away. Now, you'd think he'd own up to his part in it, right? But no, he told anyone who'd listen that life had just dealt him a bad hand. Oh, it wasn't my fault, he'd say. I'm a good guy. I always did my best. Everyone else, they screwed me over. But you dig a little deeper, and what do you find? He got fired for showing up late, drunk, more times than anyone could count. His wife left him because he treated her like garbage. But does he remember any of that? Nope. His brain stitched together a nice, neat story, one where he's the poor, unfortunate soul. He believes it too, confabulation at its finest. And that's the problem, isn't it? People can't handle the truth, so they invent their own. They rewrite the past to make it bearable, to make themselves bearable. It's like a safety net for their fragile little egos. The lies they tell themselves are far more comforting than the cold, hard reality, because reality, it's ugly, it's brutal, it's chaos. And the truth? The truth is no one really knows what the hell is going on, do they? They're all stumbling around in the dark, making up stories to give their lives meaning, to pretend they've got a grip on things. People will tell you, I'm a good person, I'd never do something like that. Ha! But when push comes to shove, when the chips are down, they'll do whatever it takes to save their own skin. And then, when the dust settles, they'll convince themselves it was justified, necessary. They'll rewrite the script to make themselves the hero, to erase the guilt, the shame. They'll look in the mirror and see a saint, not the coward or the monster they really are, all because their brain won't let them see the truth. But here's the best part. The lies don't stop with the past. Oh no, they creep into the present. They warp the future. Confabulation doesn't just rewrite memories, it shapes reality. Think about it. Every decision they make is based on the stories they've told themselves. Every relationship they build, every career move, every dream they chase, it's all built on a foundation of fiction. They're living in a house of cards, one little puff of truth and it all comes tumbling down. But do they ever see it? Nope. They keep walking through life, blissfully unaware that they're the authors of their own delusion. They wear their masks, play their parts, pretend they're in control, all while their brains are busy spinning more lies to keep them from facing the void. The void where everything is meaningless, where nothing they do matters. You see, that's the punchline, isn't it? People need their confabulations. They need their fantasies, their little stories, because the truth is too terrifying. The truth is that the world doesn't care about them. The universe isn't paying attention. And deep down, they know it. They know that if they stopped spinning their tales, stopped pretending, they'd have to face the fact that they're just another insignificant speck in a vast, indifferent cosmos. So they keep lying, keep confabulating, because it's easier to live in a lie than face the brutal, absurd reality. And that, my friend, is the ultimate joke. They think they're in control. They think they're building something real, but they're just scribbling nonsense on a chalkboard that'll be wiped clean when it's all over. The lies, the stories, the confabulations, they're all just ways to avoid the punchline we all see coming. And the punchline? It's simple. The stories don't matter. The memories don't matter. None of it matters.